There are honestly fans out there that think she's some kind of a top 10, 15, top 20 player.
Where she shot 0 for 8 from the floor. She was scoreless through the whole game.
Angel Reese may be the worst perceived superstar.
Angel Reese, the worst shooter in WNBA history? That's the headline, but is it really fair? In this video, we'll break down her shocking 31% layup rate, compare it to league averages, and uncover the surprising reason behind the struggles. Stick around to see the specific clip that's been sparking all the controversy. This could explain everything.
I think Angel Reese is a good player. Like, she's solid. She's a great rebounder. Where y'all go wrong is trying to compare her to
Statistical number that has dropped today. Is she the worst starting power forward in the league?
Kindly, please like the video and subscribe to the channel to support us. Angel Reese's 31% layup rate? It's a number that doesn't just stand out, it screams for explanation. At 6 feet 3 inches, playing power forward, Reese is supposed to dominate around the rim.
I mean, she's talking about setting out to make more money. Are you shitting me? Can we pay you to sit out?
2 of 6 from the free throw line. She had 2 points, 12 rebounds. 8 rebounds came off of her own missed layups.
This is the same league where bigs like Aaliyah Boston are thriving with a 69% layup rate, and even guards like Kelsey Plum, who's 5 feet 8 inches, are putting up better numbers inside. So why is Reese struggling? Well, the answer might lie in the small details that have been magnified during the Chicago Sky's tough start to the season. You might have seen the clip circulating. Reese grabs an offensive rebound, pivots awkwardly, and, with 2 defenders barely contesting, rushes a layup that clangs hard off the rim. Her hurried release is impossible to miss. Instead of squaring up or taking the split second to set her feet, she's lunging forward, which throws her aim completely off.
Right, like, bruh, throw the ball out, fam. Like, bruh, you keep going up, missing it. You keep going up, missing it. Like,
Chicago Sky fans should be especially considering her teammate is on this list.
For defenders, it's an easy read. They don't even have to jump. Just getting a hand up seems enough to alter her already shaky form. That's what makes her struggles so glaring. It's not her size or strength holding her back, it's technique. Breaking it down further, her mechanics tell the story.
he's not a good enough player to have a rivalry with Caitlin Cole. I'm sorry. She's just not a good enough player. She's not good enough.
In the Sky's first 2 games. Since then, however, her shooting percentage has went from 22.7%.
Even if you are an Angel Reese, a Sky, there's no way you can watch her play and think she's as good as so many of these other. But there's no way.
Watching her play recently, you'll notice her feet are rarely planted, especially when she's in the paint. It's almost like she expects contact even when it's not there, so she looks rushed and out of control. Add to that how often she releases before properly locking her eyes on the rim. It's like the ball's out of her hands before she's even decided on the angle. Mechanics like these don't just kill accuracy. They mess with confidence, turning shots that should feel automatic into calculated guesses.
You miss layups when there's 0 people there sometimes. You think you're going to make it when it's 5 people there, what they aren't. Like, come on, bro. Like, this is...
Angel Reese has got off to a rough start this season, as she has only made 5 of her 22 shots.
The Chicago Sky has already paid the price for these rushed misses. Take the Connecticut Sun game last week. Reese had back-to-back offensive boards late in the 4th quarter, yet came away with 0 points. Plays like that leave her team scrambling, giving up momentum that could have swung the other way. But here's the thing. These aren't problems of effort or talent. Reese has the tools to thrive. She just needs to sharpen her approach. What would happen if she stopped forcing shots? That's where it gets interesting. Imagine this. Angel Reese reading the floor instead of forcing tough layups, grabbing a rebound and making the perfect pass to an open teammate. That's not some far-fetched fantasy. It's a version of her game that could change everything, not just for her, but for the Chicago Sky. Right now, the Sky rely heavily on their bigs to dominate inside. It's a key part of their offensive strategy, but Reese's low efficiency around the rim has made the team's job even harder. Missed layups mean missed second-chance opportunities, and that forces Chicago's guards to pick up the slack. Simply put, the offense isn't running as smoothly as it could. Part of the problem is how often the ball is funneled to Reese in the paint. She's expected to finish plays, but when an option like Cardoso is sitting there with a 56% layup rate, you have to ask, why not run more plays for her? That kind of mismatch in efficiency is hard to ignore.
Remember when everybody was talking about, oh, Angel Reese has been in the lab? This proves. Nah, I don't know what she's working on, but it's certainly not her inside game.
They lost by 35 and 25. Can y'all stop mentioning this girl with like, can we stop acting like that's even a rivalry?
By continually forcing shots through Reese, the Sky are not just hurting their production around the rim, they're limiting how effectively they can space the floor and create better looks overall. Here's where it gets interesting. Reese doesn't need to score every time she gets a rebound. After grabbing those boards, she has options, and some of them are simple. Watch players like Candace Parker or Jonquil Jones. They don't just crash the boards and hope. They use their vision to reset the offense, kicking it out to perimeter shooters or finding teammates cutting to the hoop. A well-timed pass forces defenders to rotate, and suddenly the defense isn't prepared for what's coming next. Reese has that kind of ability.
31.1 overall as a 6'4" power forward. That's awful.
How many of them step back threes? Because she was working on her step back threes a lot this summer. She was working on that a lot this summer, right? Shooting that three.
It's not about taking her out of the offense. It's about trusting her teammates and putting the team in a stronger position to score. So, what if she started making these changes? What would happen if her focus shifted from forcing layups to smarter reads? One thing is clear. Her rebounding and decision-making could become lethal. And if these moves happen mid-season, how much does that boost Chicago's playoff chances? Angel Reese's struggles might look like a dead end, but they're really a chance to reset. Fixing her layup mechanics and focusing on smarter decisions are adjustments completely within her control. The skills are there. The problem is how she's using them.
The Chicago Sky have won 2 straight games, giving them a 2-4 record during the 2025 WNBA season.
Bro, get the rebound, kick it out, bro. We respect, yeah, you hustling, you getting the boards, but bro, kick it out.
After losing their first 3 games by a combined 73 points, the Sky have responded by rising to 4th place in the Eastern Conference standings.
Imagine how quickly the narrative shifts if she starts trusting her teammates, kicking the ball out on rebounds, and simplifying her approach at the rim. That 31% shooting stat? It stops being a headline and becomes a footnote in her story. What do you think? Are we about to witness one of the most talked about comebacks in WNBA history?